Way back when I was little, still living in Taiwan, I used to take the school bus every day. This was probably one of my earliest memories moving back to Taiwan and still trying to get used to the environment, the pace of life, and the amazing food offered throughout Taiwan. Every day when I took the school bus, there was always this auntie who would watch over us as we got picked up and would always make sure we were dropped off to our mom or dad safely. She was diligent, hardworking, and loving to all of us, always making sure we had a good time riding the bus home after a long day of school. She had this sense of tenderness and kindness that made each of the kids really like her, and her personality was so fun-loving, we would always include her in our sing-alongs and games. Even when I was first starting school, she was like my first friend because of her openness to ask how my day was and listen to my story about moving back to Taiwan. One day, while on the ride back home, I got really hungry. Since I was usually the last one to be dropped off, this auntie and I would usually catch up about her day. As we were both sitting in the bus, she brought out a bento from her bag. It contained this light gold looking rice dish with lots of mushroom and meat inside. As she started to eat it as a snack after work, my stomach got hungrier and hungrier. I finally got up the courage and asked her what she was eating. She said, "Oh, it's YouFan. You've never had it before?" I said, "No," as I shook my head and stared intently at her bento. Without me even asking, she asked if I wanted to try some, and I eagerly nodded my head yes. She flipped her chopsticks around, scooped up a spoonful of the YouFan, and fed it to me, and I immediately fell in love. It was sticky, chewy, flavorful, with so much umami from the mushroom and sesame oil, and the smell was intoxicating. Courtesy of It's My Dish blog, I was able to find a simple and fast recipe for this YouFan since this dish isn't offered much in the States. Wash and drain the rice and place in the rice cooker. Add in oyster sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, and water. Mix thoroughly and allow rice to soak for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Cook the rice with a sweet rice mode if you have that setting. My rice cooker didn't, so I used the white rice setting and let it steam in the cooker for an extra 30 minutes. Before cooking the rest of the ingredients, I would wait until the rice is almost done so that it can be mixed in as soon as the other ingredients are cooked. Heat sesame oil in a large sauté pan and brown the shallots. Throw in the rest of the ingredients and cook on medium-high heat until the pork is thoroughly cooked. The rice should be done cooking by the time you finish cooking the mix. Set the stove on low heat and pour the rice into the sauté pan and use a large wooden spoon, if you have, or a spatula, to mix the rice with a folding motion. Be gentle so you don't cut the rice kernels. I thought it was delicious the way it came out, but if you want to add a sauce, there are plenty of Taiwanese sweet chili glazes you can find at your local Chinese market, or you can make this homemade version I made on the spot by adding 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 1 tablespoon of sriracha and sweet chili sauce, and mix it all together, drizzle it on top, and top it off with green scallions or cilantro. All the way back home, she was willing to share with me her bento, and we finished it all by the time we got to my stop. I eagerly told my mom how nice the auntie was and how delicious the YouFan was, and the auntie told my mom where she got it so we could get it more in the future. I haven't kept in touch with this auntie since I moved back to the States, but her act of kindness and the warmth she radiated to all the kids taking the bus ride home makes me fondly think of her every time I'm craving this dish. What was your favorite dish growing up? Comment below and let me know. If you guys enjoyed this recipe in my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Till next time!